The Election Commission of India has dropped 65 lakh voters in Bihar following a special intensive revision exercise. And hundreds of kilometers away in Tamil Nadu, this has sparked a political stir. How are the two even connected? Is it just political anxiety, a legitimate concern, or a calculated strategy to reshape the state's electoral map? Let's find out. Vanakkam. This is D. Suresh Kumar. Thank you for joining me in this episode of the Hindu Focus Tamil Nadu. Today, let's dive into a story that started in Bihar but has stirred up a political commotion down south in Tamil Nadu. And no, it's not just about numbers. It's about identity, migration, political power, and the future electoral landscape. Earlier this month, the Election Commission of India published a draft electoral roll for Bihar after a special intensive revision or SIR or SIR exercise. What followed was a bombshell. Around 65 lakh names were dropped from the voters list. The EC said many of these voters had permanently migrated. But political parties in Tamil Nadu, especially the DMK, its allies, and the Nam Tamil Katchi, are now warning that 6.5 lakh of these very voters may show up on Tamil Nadu's electoral rolls, allegedly being imported to influence the state's 2026 assembly elections. But is this claim rooted in fact or driven by fear? At the heart of the controversy is a number 6.5 lakh. That's the estimated number of migrant workers from Bihar in Tamil Nadu across construction sites, factories, and hospitality services. Political leaders claim these very people might be quietly added to the Tamil Nadu voter list to alter the state's political demographics and favor the BJP. The TMK General Secretary Durai Murugan, the second in command in the MK Stalin cabinet, has warned that if voter ID cards are given to those who came to Tamil Nadu as guest workers, then we will become roaring lions to oppose it. Law Minister Raghupati called it an unacceptable voter import, and Seaman from the Nam Tamil Katchi went further, calling it an injustice to the Tamil people and accusing the BJP of using the Election Commission as a political tool. Veteran Congress leader and former Union Minister P. Chidambaram called it an outright abuse of power and attempt to change the electoral character and pattern of states. He said reports of adding 6.5 lakh persons from Bihar as voters in Tamil Nadu is alarming and patently illegal. According to him, calling them permanently migrated is an insult to the migrant workers and a gross interference in the right of the electorate of Tamil Nadu to elect a government of its choice. He questioned why should the migrant worker not return to Bihar or his or her home state to vote in the assembly election as they usually do. But the Election Commission of India pushed back firmly. It called the allegations false, misleading, and obstructive. According to the EC, unless someone voluntarily registers in Tamil Nadu, there is no question of automatic inclusion in the voter list. And legally, under Article 19(1)(e) of the Constitution and Section 19(b) of the Representation of People Act, every person who was ordinarily resident in a constituency shall be entitled to be registered in the electoral roll of that constituency. Therefore, a person originally belonging to Tamil Nadu but who is ordinarily residing in Delhi is entitled to be registered as an elector in Delhi. Likewise, a person originally belonging to Bihar but who is ordinarily residing in Chennai is entitled to be registered as an elector in Chennai. Insisting that reports about the enrollment of 6.5 lakh voters from Bihar in Tamil Nadu is false, the EC has said that the SIR exercise has not been rolled out in Tamil Nadu and therefore it is absurd to correct the SIR exercise in Bihar with the southern state. Now here's the crux. Legally, a Bihari migrant who lives and works in Chennai, pays rent and spends most of the year there is eligible to register as a voter in Chennai. But politically, it is a different story. Tamil Nadu parties fear a silent shift in voting patterns. Why? Because in cities like Chennai, Coimbatore and Madurai, there is evidence that Hindi-speaking voters tend to vote for the BJP. For example, in the 2021 assembly elections, in one widely circulated video, Hindi-speaking voters in Coimbatore South constituency were seen campaigning for Vanati Srinivasan, presently the BJP's Mahila Morcha president. Their slogan, Vanati Akka Jeetegi Pakka.
BJP Jindabad! BJP Jindabad! Vanati Akka Jeetegi Pakka! Vanati Akka Jeetegi Pakka! Vanati Akka Jeetegi Pakka! Vanati Akka Jeetegi Pakka! Vanati Akka Jeetegi Pakka!
And sure enough, Vanati defeated actor Kamal Hassan by a narrow margin of 1,700 odd votes. Likewise, the Tamil Nadu HRNC Minister P.K. Shekhar Babu, who won from Chennai's Harbour constituency, had vented his frustration after the last assembly elections about North Indian voters backing the BJP instead of the Dravidian parties, which had considered them as one among us. He said data showed that if the DMK had received 50 votes, over 300 votes were polled in favor of the BJP in booths dominated by Hindi-speaking voters. The Harbour constituency has thousands of people from Rajasthan and Gujarat who had settled here several generations ago. Beyond the votes, there is also an undercurrent of cultural anxiety. The Tamilaka Valurumai Katchi leader T. Velmurugan went as far as saying that migrant workers challenged the culture and tradition of Tamil Nadu. Such positions shift in the debate from legal rights to identity politics, a path that risks unintended and unhealthy consequences. Drawing a line between a Tamil voter and a non-Tamil voter is a slippery slope in a democracy. So where do we stand? The EC says the SIR is still ongoing and no additions have been made in Tamil Nadu yet. Political parties, however, remain skeptical. And the war of words is only beginning. Fact is, the voter must choose legally where they wish to be counted. But that choice must be voluntary and not manipulated. And as our democracy grows more mobile, the lines between migrant and resident will continue to blur. Will Tamil Nadu's political landscape shift? Possibly. But if it does, let the change come through fair and transparent processes and not through speculation, suspicion, or fear. On that note, this is D. Suresh Kumar signing off. I shall meet you in another video. Thank you.